that there have not been enough trained people available to fill the market's demand. And while many a vendor will provide training on his or her specific system, there's been a need for non-system specific training. Bob Forsythe.
This is very parallel to the beginnings of the computer business itself. I'm an old fellow who's been in the computer business for 27 years, and I saw an explosion of technology that required more and more people in order to be able to apply that technology. And I think today, with this explosion and acceptance of the GIS technology, we are encountering a shortage of qualified, trained people.
Is it possible today to receive non-system specific training for GIS?
I think it's important to distinguish between training and GIS education. Most systems that are installed will come with a full set of training for the individuals involved, and the operators and users will learn what commands to use and what buttons to push and what things to do their specific job functions. But in GIS in particular, it's important that they're also educated to understand the full range of the opportunities that GIS present and the characteristics of the data and functions that lie behind those buttons they're pressing and those commands that they're issuing, so that they use the GIS to its full extent and that they don't misuse it.
I think it's quite possible to have GIS training that is non-system specific. I think it's very important. There are so many concepts of GIS and systems concepts that you have to deal with that will be necessary to know regardless of the system you use, whether it's a vector-based system or a raster-based system. And you have to get those concepts down first as a foundation. Once you have that, then of course you need to show the students what's available on the marketplace. When they go out and take a job, they're going to be asked questions about what system should we buy. So there's both sides that have to be dealt with. But first you have to give them a framework, and they can build on that.
Training is an interesting issue, and I think the way that you have to address training is you really want to look at it from a top-down approach in terms of the project management. What I'd like to say is, yes, you can go out and get non-system specific training. In fact, I will go so far as to say you have to go out and get non-system specific training before you go out and start buying GIS. You have to become aware of what the technology can do for you, and the way to do that is to go out and see various installations that are using it right now. Specifically with training, though, you can go through a number of workshops, you can go through a number of conferences, and go learn about the technology. Go talk to your peers that have gone out and done it before or who are trying to do it. Learn some of the benefits, learn some of the limitations, figure out what it is you're trying to do for your organization. But yes, I believe it's absolutely critical that you go out and get this kind of high-level training, non-vendor specific, before you go out and even start looking at the technology.
Several universities, including our own at Colorado State, are offering short courses and professional training opportunities in GIS, not tied to any particular system. In addition, some of the agencies, especially the federal agencies, are developing training programs that will cater to the professional. This is a technology that your resource managers, your planners, even engineers are not generally taught in school yet. And so we're making opportunities for them to come back to the college, to the university environment for professional training.